I'm going to ask you something, Virgo, and I want you to answer honestly, even if it's just in your own head. Have you noticed someone watching you? Not in the obvious way, not the kind of watching that's meant to be seen, the quiet kind, the kind that happens when they think you're not paying attention, the kind that lingers a moment too long before looking away, the kind that feels like a question they're too afraid to ask out loud. Because if you have noticed that, if you've felt that energy, that gaze, that almost magnetic pull from a younger person in your life, then this reading is going to make everything click into place. My name is Anna. This is Virgo. And what I'm about to share with you is not a general reading, it is not a vague prediction. It is a detailed, specific, almost unsettlingly precise message about exactly why this younger person has fallen for you. And it comes down to two things, two specific things you do, things you probably don't even think about, things that are so natural to you that you've never stopped to consider their power. But this younger person has noticed. They've noticed everything, and those two things have completely undone them. Let me start with the first thing. The first thing you do that has captured their heart is the way you listen. I know that sounds simple. I know it sounds like something anyone could do, but the way you listen is different. It's not passive. It's not polite. It's not the kind of listening that's just waiting for your turn to speak. The way you listen is active, it's present, it's fully engaged. When someone is talking to you, you give them your complete attention. You don't check your phone. You don't look over their shoulder. You don't let your mind wander to what you're going to say next. You are there, completely, utterly there. And the person on the receiving end of that attention feels like they are the only person in the world. This younger person has experienced that from you, and it has changed them. They've grown up in a world of distractions, a world where people are always half listening, half scrolling, half present, a world where genuine attention is rare. And then they met you, and you looked at them like they mattered. You heard them like what they had to say was important. You remembered things they told you weeks ago, things they'd forgotten they'd even mentioned. That kind of attention is addictive, it's intoxicating. It makes a person feel seen in a way they've never felt seen before. And for this younger person, it has created a bond that they cannot break. They find themselves wanting to tell you things, things they haven't told anyone, things they didn't even know they wanted to share, because when they're with you, they feel safe, they feel heard, they feel like they matter. And the more they experience that, the more they want to be around you. I see them replaying conversations with you in their mind. I see them thinking about the way you tilted your head when they were speaking, the way you nodded at just the right moment, the way you asked a follow up question that showed you were really paying attention. These small things have become enormous in their heart. They've started comparing everyone else to you, and everyone else is coming up short. When other people listen to them, they notice the difference, the distraction, the impatience, the way the other person is already formulating their response before they finish speaking. And it makes them miss you. It makes them long for your presence. It makes them realize that what you give them is not ordinary, it's extraordinary. That's the first thing. Now, let me tell you about the second thing, and this one might surprise you. The second thing you do that has made this younger person fall madly in love with you is the way you laugh, not just the sound of your laugh, not just the way it lights up your face, but something deeper, something that happens when you laugh that most people don't even notice. When you laugh, you become completely unguarded. For a moment, all the walls come down, all the careful composure, the measured responses, the gentle distance you keep it, all disappears. And in that moment, you are fully, authentically, undeniably yourself. And this younger person has seen that. They've watched you laugh at something that genuinely amused you, something that caught you off guard, something that made you forget to be careful. And in that moment, they saw the real you, the unpolished you, the you that doesn't perform or protect or hold back. And they fell in love with that person. Because when you laugh, you're not trying to be anything. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're not trying to manage anyone's perception of you. You're just you in your purest, most joyful form. That's what they're drawn to, not the carefully curated version of you that you show the world, but the you that emerges when you forget to be careful. I see them storing away those moments. I see them replaying them in their mind at night, smiling to themselves. I see them trying to make you laugh, hoping to see that person again, hoping to catch another glimpse of the real you. And every time they do, they fall a little deeper. Because here's the thing about the real you, it's magnetic, it's rare, it's the thing that everyone wants, but almost no one gets to see. And they've seen it, they've experienced it, and now they can't stop thinking about it. Let me pause here for a moment, because I feel something important coming through. You might not believe me. You might be sitting there thinking, that's it? That's what they're in love with? Listening and laughing? That's nothing special. But that's exactly why it's so special. Because you don't even realize you're doing it. You don't know the power of your presence. You don't see yourself the way they see you. You think you're just being normal. You think you're just being polite. You think you're just having a good time. But to them, you are a revelation. I want you to understand something about this younger person. They have been surrounded by people who perform, people who try to impress, people who are always on, always producing, always trying to get something. And then they met you, and you were just yourself, authentic, present, real. And that authenticity is the thing they've been looking for their whole life without knowing it. Let me share more of what I see in this dynamic because there's so much happening beneath the surface. This younger person has been analyzing why they feel the way they do. They've been trying to understand it, rationalize it, explain it away. They've told themselves it's just a phase. They've told themselves they're just lonely. They've told themselves it doesn't mean anything. But every time they're around you, every time you listen to them like they matter, every time you laugh and let your guard down, all those explanations fall apart. Because what they feel for you is not casual, it's not convenient, it's not something they can talk themselves out of. It's deep, it's real, it's the kind of feeling that changes a person. I see them trying to get your attention, not in obvious ways. They're not the type to be bold or aggressive, but in small ways, in ways that are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. They ask you questions about yourself. They find excuses to be near you. They remember things you've told them and bring them up later just to show that they were listening. They hold your gaze a little longer than necessary. They smile at you in a way they don't smile at anyone else. And I know you've noticed. Maybe you've told yourself you're imagining it. Maybe you've told yourself they're just being friendly. But you know, deep down, you know, because when you're around them, you feel something too, a warmth, a pull, a curiosity, a sense that there's something unfinished between you. That's not coincidence. That's connection. Real connection, the kind that doesn't need words. Now, let me talk about the age difference because I know it's on your mind. You might be thinking about the age gap. You might be wondering if it's appropriate. You might be worrying about what other people would think. You might be telling yourself that it could never work, that they're too young, that you're too old, that the timing is wrong. The message I received is the age difference is not an obstacle, it's a feature. This younger person is drawn to you precisely because of your experience, your wisdom, your groundedness. They're not looking for someone to party with. They're not looking for a casual fling. They're looking for depth, for substance, for someone who has been through things and come out the other side. And that's you. They look at you and they see someone who has lived, someone who knows who they are, someone who doesn't play games, someone who is solid, real, trustworthy, and that is exactly what they want. They have dated people their own age. They have been in relationships with people who were still figuring themselves out, and it left them feeling empty, frustrated, unsatisfied. But with you, it's different. With you, they feel like they're with someone who has already done the work, someone who can meet them where they are, but also challenge them to grow, someone who can teach them things without making them feel small, someone who can hold space for them without losing themselves. That's what they love about you, and that's what they can't find anywhere else. I also want to address something that might be coming up for you. You might be afraid that this is too good to be true, afraid that if you let yourself feel what you're feeling, you'll get hurt, afraid that this younger person will eventually realize they could do better, or that the age difference will become a problem, or that the shine will wear off and they'll leave. I understand those fears. I really do. You've been hurt before. You've opened your heart to people who didn't deserve it. You've been let down, disappointed, and betrayed. And those experiences have taught you to be careful, to protect yourself, to keep your guard up. But I'm telling you, this person is different. They're not here to hurt you. They're not here to use you. They're not here to fill a void or get something from you. They're here because they genuinely, deeply, authentically love who you are, the real you, the you that listens and laughs and shows up exactly as you are. And that love is not going to fade, it's only going to grow. Let me tell you what I see happening next. This younger person is getting braver every day. They're getting a little closer to telling you the truth. They're building up the courage to speak. They're finding the words. They're waiting for the right moment. And when that moment comes, it's going to take your breath away. Not because it's dramatic, not because it's a grand declaration, but because it's real. It's vulnerable. It's the truth that has been living in their heart for longer than they've been willing to admit. They're going to tell you that you're the reason they smile, that you're the first person they think about when they wake up and the last person they think about before they fall asleep, that they've never felt this way about anyone before, that you've changed something in them that they didn't even know needed changing. And when they say those words, you're going to feel something shift in you, something click into place, something that tells you this is right, this is real, this is what I've been waiting for. I want to give you a sign to watch for. Over the next few days or weeks, this younger person is going to do something that shows you their feelings. It might be a gesture, it might be a gift, it might be a question that feels loaded with meaning. It might be a touch that lingers longer than usual. Whatever form it takes, you'll know it when you see it, because there will be a charge in the air between you, a tension that wasn't there before, a sense that something is about to happen. And when that moment comes, I want you to be present. I want you to receive it. I want you to let yourself feel what you feel without overthinking it, without analyzing it, without pushing it away, because this is real. This is happening, and you deserve it. There's one more thing I want to share with you before we close. I keep coming back to the two things you do, the listening and the laughing. And I realize they're connected. They're both about presence, being fully present with someone, giving them the gift of your complete attention and your genuine joy. That's what this younger person loves about you. That's what has undone them. That's what makes them look at you and think, I have never met anyone like this. And they haven't. They truly haven't. Because you are unique. Your presence is unique. The way you show up in the world is unique. And they see that. They treasure it. They want to be around it as much as they possibly can. So let them. Let them be around you. Let them love you. Let them show you how they feel, because they've been holding it in for so long and they're about to release it. And when they do, I want you to receive it like the gift it is, because it is a gift. You are a gift. And they have been waiting their whole life to tell you that. Now, go ahead, let that settle in, and watch what happens next.